Okay. Both now? All right. Yeah, I thought we were just on starting screen just then, but I just switched to live. Got to figure out, there's something with my switcher being funky. But welcome to an overcast morning in Central Oklahoma. Already hearing stuff. Hopefully some things will get on camera. Can see behind me. Yeah. The song should have been on there. I'll have to check and see what's going on with that. That high pitch call you're hearing is a Baltimore Oriole. And then the little chitter chattery. Okay, let's see if we can get the Oriole on. May have an opportunity right at the start here. Landed right in front of me. It's right up in this tree. If it'll show itself. It's easy enough to spot. Bright orange. Turn that off. Oh, missed my chance, but it's still there. There's a male and a female up here. One of them is right over there. Love getting action right at the start before I'm even really planning on being set up. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the male or the female right here. Ooh! Something different right above me. That is the Oriole. Okay, that chattery call is also the Oriole. Okay, there, see that orange there? I'll crank the gain a little bit on the temperature. You can see how bright that orange is. So that's a male. Maybe he'll hop out into the open. Let's go ahead and get full zoom. Losing focus. You can see bright orange, black head. If we see a female, it's going to be more yellowish, a little more subdued. There's a better view of him. See if I can lock focus. So bright. Try to lock the tripod too so you don't get my hand wiggle. Oh. Sorry, trying to... Okay, just took off. May try to follow because I saw a female go over there with him. Oh, nope, back over here. Glad I didn't move. Zoom back out, locate, and zoom back in. Good view of the butt. I love you can see a little bit of orange on the tip of the tail. I'm hoping he is calling and the female shows up over here, because I'd love to see a good comparison. Got that very pointy beak. Fun fact, they're actually... Oh, here's female. Let's see if we can get female on. Female hid. Back up to the male. But yeah, these guys are actually related to our New World blackbirds. Trying to see if the female will pop out, because the females are gorgeous as well, but look pretty different color-wise. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well this morning or afternoon, wherever you are. We'll give them just a second. Male, one. There's more than one pair here for sure, because I'm hearing multiples while I'm seeing these two. Let me go and switch it up. We can relocate to a little better area. I've also been hearing a warbling vireo, which would be fun to catch on camera. Trickier though, not as flashy. Have a bunch of common grackles around, which we'll definitely get. I think there was when I first got here, there was a great blue heron and a great egret. But there's some fishermen. This right here, this water is the canal that goes into the lake over here. So right around the canal, the herons and egrets like going there, but the fishermen also like it. So they tend to, apparently a good place for fish, obviously, because they both fish. But yeah, when the more fishermen came, that spooked off the herons. So we will maybe peek down. That's a good idea. Actually, I may go under the bridge, which is actually not a bad place to be, because if it starts raining, that's some good cover. So I may work my way towards the bridge, get a chance of seeing better close-ups. Yeah, vireos are so good and cute. They've got usually fun eye stuff. You know, you've got red-eyed vireos, you've got white-eyed vireos, and all vireos will have some cool stuff going on. The warbling vireos have this cool, nice light eye line, kind of subdued, olivey, greeny, yellowy tones. Okay, great blue just headed down the middle of the canal, so hopefully it landed over there. While we're here, before I move, we'll get one more bird on stream. And these, I mean, this might not be a horrible spot. I'm just right on the road by my car. But if this is a good spot, we'll just stick with it for a little bit. Okay. Here we have two. Oh, you get some good look at the sheen on their heads. These are common grackles. Speaking of icterids, aka New World blackbirds, these are both males. Well, that one caught something. Let's see what he got. Oh, looks like gathering a bunch of little worms or grubs of some sort. Probably has some babies to feed. But yeah, look at how that sheen, it goes from black on the head to when the light hits it right. These gorgeous blues and greens. Less purple than great-tailed grackles. There goes one, here comes another. So as the name common grackle indicates, these are fairly common here, but fascinating nonetheless. It's interesting to see the different places that we have probably more, maybe. I feel like a lot of the year I see more. Oh, found a little breadcrumb. I usually see more great-tailed grackles, but I think that's also just dependent on what areas they like to hang out in. Spots like this, I tend to see more commons. And both of our grackles here have these really pretty yellow eyes, which differentiate them from grackles elsewhere. Okay, our egret our heron came back down towards the front of the canal, so we may dip down towards the water here in a sec. You can see them. We'll keep on this guy for a second. Want to get a good look at the eye, but he's moving so much. Getting pretty close to me now. Focus. See, he stays still for a second and then my camera doesn't focus. There's a good look at the eye. I may actually have to zoom back out. He's getting too close. Back down to the ground. There's that eye. It being a little bit wet and having rained overnight probably does help for finding these worms and stuff that are hopping up to the surface, crawling, digging up. You can see the vocalization there. That real metallic sound was it. You see how it puffs itself up too while it's doing the vocalization. Try a different focus mode here. You see it closes its nictitating membrane right as it calls there. We may have two great blue herons. Let's relocate real quick down by the water. See if we can get on this heron action. Because I think from where I get down to the water here, I'm not going to be too close to them, so they may be able to just ignore me and keep hunting. So let's see how that works. Oh, did you hear that squawk? Okay, let's see if I can get down here without spooking it. I'm going to play it cautious. Maybe set up in not the best location if I think I can get there without spooking him or her. There we go. Still as a statue. It's kind of overexposed here, so I'm going to turn down the exposure compensation. That's a more accurate look at what it looks like. So still. I wonder if it's clocked me. You can see kind of those wider dangly feathers up front. Those become more prominent during breeding season. Pookie, do you get gray herons where you are? Gray herons are kind of the closest relative to these guys on the European side of the world. I'm actually gonna zoom out a little bit in case we get any fishing going on here. Yeah, these guys they can have some blue tones to them, obviously, especially in this kind of overcast light. It's hard to see, but you can see a little bit bluish gray on the tones. Yeah, you get a lot of creative use of color terms with birds. Lots of purple sandpipers they're gray, blue herons that are gray, but they do have these tones. Green herons will show green, but not most of the time. A little bit out of focus. There we go. You hear that chattering around me. That's the common grackles. Little movement. They just look like dinosaurs when they're walking. You can't see some of those dangly breast plumes hanging down now. And that neck action that helps them keep their head stabilized and get a good view. Yawn. Pan over a little bit just in case we get a strike. The water. Yep, did you get anything? Looks like just a gulp of water that time. You can also see a little bit of the reddish tones there on the shoulder where the wing is. Okay, he's gonna probably kind of get out of frame here for us. Or we're gonna get some foliage in the way. So I may have to relocate here in a sec. Yeah, I'll try to sneak forward a little bit. Should I just try to move the tripod a couple feet? Provide some horrible movement on the video. We'll see. See how steady I can be. That wasn't too bad. Maybe another strike here. Oh, maybe just a drink. I wanted to hear the warbling vireo again, but it's been quiet. I hope I didn't spook it. As it's moving away, we can zoom back in a little bit. Maybe even do, while it stands still, a little close-up. You can see the head plume, another breeding characteristic, that little black piece that's, you can kind of see it's not part of the neck feathers, it's coming down from the crown. Onto the cool patch on the shoulder. It's got some red and white and black. I'm gonna widen back out because it looks like it might be spotting something. So it'll be looking for not just fish, especially there on the edge of the water. It might actually be looking for frogs too. Fingers crossed we might catch a kingfisher over here too. I've seen so many less kingfishers over the past year or so, just because of a big freeze we had last year. during the winter. But hopefully they'll be bouncing back and having babies, and they'll be, because you know, all you need is a couple good. Hey Martian, how's it going this morning? We're doing some heron watching. Oh. That neck movement had me thinking, yep, okay. Got a little fish. Down the gullet. All right, we have first successful on-stream catch. Wash it down with a little water. Little guy, but good for him or her. Okay, might risk getting a little bit closer to the edge of the water while it's behind this stuff. And hopefully not as keyed into us. Gonna still be quiet. So, freeze and the local kingfishers. Ooh, morels and birds. It's actually, the wind's less today. We had a cold front come through. It's in the mid-50s. Not as super windy as it has been. Okay, it's hiding back behind this stuff, so we'll wait for it to come out. But, JBC, to talk about the freeze. So, we had an extended, intense freeze in February, I guess February 2021. So we're talking, I think like 10 days, maybe even 2 full weeks where it never got above freezing. Had temps down in the single digits a lot, occasionally going below 0 Fahrenheit. And this entire lake, this is a large, a large reservoir, man-made reservoir, was frozen solid, edge to edge. And that's the only time I've seen it. I think in my lifetime it has happened, but that's the only time I'd actually seen it like that. So literally any water that wasn't fast flowing was frozen. So like this inlet usually is pretty still unless they've released water from one lake and it's flowing in after a big rain or something. So kingfishers require open water because they're obligate fishers. They don't really eat anything else. You know, herons can find rodents, stuff like that. Oh yeah, this was the same big storm. If you heard U.S. news about all of the horrible things that went down with power, water supply, and stuff like that in Texas as well, because that's one of the things is that Oklahoma, but even more so, the further south you go, the less the infrastructure is built for extreme cold temperatures. So there were lots of issues in human homes as well. But for wildlife, and for specifically things like kingfishers, they have to have open water, and they have to, they're small birds. They don't have a lot of the big stores, fat stores and stuff that they can rely on as much. They're pretty active hunters too, so they're hunting all day. And so we basically had any non-running water was frozen over, and a lot of the bigger rivers and stuff were frozen solid too. So basically, where I usually would see kingfishers around this lake, they had 0 opportunity to hunt for like 2 weeks. So to some degree, and the hopeful part of me thinks that there's a good chance that some of them just ended up relocating, finding smaller creeks and stuff that were flowing faster and had open water where they could survive. Hopefully didn't all starve. Yeah, since that, they really haven't fully seemed to bounce back. I've still seen a couple, but not, You know, I used to have some places where I could go, and 50% of the time I went there, I could get a good look at a kingfisher, which they're, you know, they're pretty flighty animals. Yeah, it was, you know, you could break through the ice most place. I mean, in stuff like this water would have been thick. But yeah, it was a wild time. And, you know, so anecdotally, the birds that were here that got hit the hardest initially that I could see were the pelicans and yes, the warbling vireo is going off, and I'm trying to hopefully get it to hop down where I can catch it. I've been hearing it since I first got here, and it was quiet for a little bit, but now it's back, so thanks for pointing that out to me. It's over here in these trees to my left, kind of above me now because I'm down by the bank. Okay, finally our guy's starting to peek out. There. So we'll watch our heron come out, and I'm going to keep my eyes peeled in case this vireo hops down to a lower branch. If it keeps singing, I might pop back up where I started, see if I can get an eye on it. Anyway, ice storm. I saw unfortunately, a lot of cormorants and pelicans that didn't make it really early on. You know, pelicans literally in the water, frozen, just kind of encapsulated, and a lot of cormorants on the shores and stuff. Because again, oh, here we go, shorebird time. All right, watch for the booty. This is a pretty easy ID here because it's actually spotted. This is a spotted sandpiper. And it's doing the... See that trademark twerking action? Yeah, we should get Doc in here to verify. Our shorebird expert. Oh, flying off. At least we got a good look at it. I don't know if it's coming through. There's a Swainson's thrush across the creek from me too. Oh, a snake. Snake. Can we ID it? Who's good with snakes and fast movers? Probably a water snake. Yeah, this is, yeah, bigger than a garter for sure. At least we're getting some good video of this, some of the VOD, we can get it verified. There's a couple different species of water snakes here. Also do have some cottonmouths, that's not, I can tell from the head shape. The, you know, you often hear stuff about head shape determining, you know, being a good determinant of whether or not something's probably poisonous or not. That actually does kind of work around here, where cottonmouths and copperheads are the only poisonous snakes in this area you might see. If we go west, we can get some western diamondback rattlesnakes, but I've never seen one. I want to. This neck can move. May have to post this to Twitter or something, get the snake experts to weigh in. Okay. Yeah, venomous, poisonous. Basically, my general understanding, if you rub on it and it gets you with the toxin that way, it's poisonous. If you eat it, touch it, venomous, it's gotta get you by biting you. Okay, trying to slowly go back to our great blue heron. Oh, and James, location-wise, I am at an urban/suburban reservoir in central Oklahoma. Yeah, the yeah, green herring. If you bite it and it gets you, it's poisonous. If it bites you and it gets you, it's venomous. So yeah, that snake, probably pretty lucky. Yeah, this heron totally would have gobbled down that noodle, given the chance. But it was kind of behind along the bank as the snake was, and that may have been part of why the snake was moving so quick. It may have detected some dinosaur predator action and gone into scoot mode. Oh, is he gonna try for that? There is a huge fish right below him. Hey, Mark. Yeah, James. Check out Deadlit, guys. He's cool. Yeah, so probably carp. I've never seen gar in here. Theoretically, there could be. Okay, he went for a little guy. Oh, is that a crawfish? No, it's a fish. No, we got a crawdad. Oh, he lost most of it. Yeah, we get some huge carp in here. I can actually show you a dead one if you want. Yeah, shower off, man. So yeah, he passed up the huge carp probably and went for crawfish instead. Or crawdads, as we call them. Oh, going wading deep. Yeah, the legs, I'm sure, tickle a little bit going down the throat on a crawdad. I want to get some good, there's a lot of crawdad hunting that a yellow-crowned night heron does, so I want to do a stream where I follow one of those, maybe an evening stream. We could do sunset and night heron action. Doubt I'm going to get any of these chimney swifts. There's some chimney swifts flying around. Does any mod wants to do a poll? It'd be fun to try out a poll again. I think you may have to report the results of the poll to me though. But the poll I'm thinking is, do I stay with the heron or do I try to chase the warbling vireo in the trees? Heron or vireo? Do we want to keep watching this hunting? Or do we want to get me to try to move the camera around and find a tiny bird? A tiny green-yellow bird among a bunch of green-yellow leaves. But like I said, I don't think I can actually see any polling action. Yeah, we don't get crabs here, but lots of crawfish, and like I'll actually even just going when we do that stream at some point, the rocks on the edge of the lake, you'll just find the scattered legs and shell bits from the the carnage left over from the night herons going at them. I'm also starting to have my feet fall asleep because I'm doing the squat. Pole is up, okay. So weigh in, do you want to keep on this heron? I still have zoom so we can follow it more as it goes down. But we can also try for some tiny bird action because we got, right at the beginning of the stream, we got some good shots of at least one of the males of the Baltimore Orioles that are hanging around and a grackle, but we haven't got any teeny birds. So yeah, just let me know the results once the poll closes, and we will guide the stream that way. I guess we saw the spotted sandpiper is pretty small. Not as small as a least, which we might also see today. So, poll's over and we're wanting teeny burbs. Let me go wide here. Turn off my face cam so I can do the switch to move. I'm getting the circulation back in my feet before I actually pick up the tripod because I don't want to do one of those great stumble. Okay, we'll wait for the 1 minute while I get my legs all working again. And of course, now I'm not hearing the little bird. But let's, before we move tripod, get one more look. if the sandpiper stays here, we should have a really good view of it right now too. Can you spot the spotted sandpiper? Oh, impid vocalization. I am not good with impid vocalizations, but there is definitely, this is still, most of the migrants have kind of chilled out, but there absolutely is the chance. I saw when it wouldn't vocalize for me, so I kind of just was assuming the most likely candidate of a least flycatcher. Okay, Vireo it is. We'll watch this guy for 2 more seconds while I tighten down the tripod for moving. And I'm gonna see if I hear Vireo vocalizing. So that, okay. We heard Vireo again, so I'm gonna go ahead and move. Bye, spotted sandpiper. Okay, guys, you asked for it. Gonna wide angle the camera because we're gonna have to do probably some speedy zooming, but want to start out wide. That's one of the good things about a zoom lens versus even with binoculars. You get some good effects because you have a wider field of view, you have binocular vision, but with the zoom lens it can be helpful because you can start out wide, get the bird kind of centered up when you see movement, and then zoom in. So that's what we'll try to do, start wide. But yeah, I need to bone up on my impid vocalizations, because if you don't know impids are small flycatchers. Many species are almost indistinguishable visually, and so you have to rely a lot on their vocalizations. Okay, we have waxwings. We might divert towards waxwings for a second if they land in a good spot. They went up pretty high. Snowy egret flying over. I'm pretty sure they were waxwings. I'm also listening for our Vireo. I'm not hearing it yet again. The wind is picking up too. Okay, I just heard one of the Vireos further away. Oh, dang it. I walked right under the waxwings, and I think they went over to the other side of the canal. I mean, if the Vireo gets up out in the open on the other side, I could zoom in on it for sure. But it'd be a lot easier if it was on this side. Oh, I just spooked the heron. JBC, if you hear potential impid again, let me know. Because like I said, I'm bad at even generally recognizing those. So I'm hearing Baltimore Oriole. I'm hearing the I don't know if it comes through the mic, really high pitch waxwing sounds from over there too. I mean, I can cross the bridge and go over to that side. That would take a little while though. Okay, the waxwings were coming through a little bit. I'm trying to see where. It's so hard with how leafed out and green everything is now because of the rain to actually spot stuff as easily. Still hearing the warbling vireo now on the other side. With the wind now, it's almost a little bit chilly. I don't have a jacket on, but could probably have used one. A museum of waxwings. I have not heard that one. Gotta love those silly collective nouns. Trying to find a gap, so it's pretty thick here. You can see the other side. Here's a little bit of a gap, so I'm going to try to peek and see if I... This is what I'm... Oh no, no heat wave. It's been creeping up into the low 90s occasionally the last week or so, but we've actually got the high, it's not going to get back into the 70s until like Thursday of next week. So right now it is, let me put in the chat, 56 Fahrenheit here. So, oh, okay. You guys hear it? I like that it's vocalizing over here now, because I was just about to walk down to the bank, and I don't know if you can see this stuff right here. That's poison ivy. So I was gonna have to do double duty of trying to manage, looking at making sure I'm not doing anything bad with the equipment, but also try not to step right in the poison ivy. I haven't really got a good case of poison ivy yet this year. Okay. Vireo is definitely back on this side. Yep. Actually gonna go for an elevated location. My camera is currently on top of my car hood. Okay, gonna try to get the settings reasonably right. Crank the compensation, the exposure. So right now I have not seen it. So I'm trying to kind of echolocate it, triangulate where I'm hearing it from. There's something small to my right too, could be one of the orioles. So not too small. All right, eyes peeled. Looking for something small, kind of dull. Yellows, grays, greens. Yeah, across the creek. The Carolina wren carries so well. It's like it's as loud as this vireo basically, but it's on the other side of the creek. It's that. I keep trying to do hand motions to show you what things are. So that pew pew pew. That's actually one of the orioles. That's the warbling vireo. Okay, I think it's a little higher than I'm looking. I really wish you would hop up into, say, these dead branches. That would be nice. I can actually, if I need to, go handheld. I just have to unplug my battery, pull the camera off the tripod. So I may have to try that to get this guy. We'll give it a second here though, because it's risky switching handheld, and it's also going to be much more wobbly. But that may be my only shot at this if it doesn't just hop out in front of something right here. Because that's one of the things, if you're stationary, it's better in a lot of ways. But by moving, it's easier to actually triangulate songs. But we're going for a stream lifer here, so let's just do it. Okay, unplugging power bank. Yeah, so when I unplug the power from my power bank, it cuts out the camera signal for a second. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm all the way as wide as I can go, which isn't very wide. I may actually intentionally defocus the camera too, because it's easier to not be nauseating to you guys when it's actually just all blurred out while I'm moving. So, handheld time it is. You'll probably also see my hair a lot so we're handheld. Oh, something little just flew in, so we may have another warbling vireo. Or it almost sounds like a gnatcatcher. Fingers crossed I don't knock off the got our oriole. Male. That's that male vocalizing. Okay, I'm going to defocus real quick. Autofocus is working too well. Oh no, I'm not hearing the warbling of the warbling vireo now. But like I say, something else small came up. Oh. Something coming up close here. Check out that great blue flying. There were two great blues, one was chasing the other. I'm hesitant to go back to full screen face cam, even though I know that's less jarring to watch, because then I have to worry about switching back. I'm afraid when I started moving closer to that warbling vireo, it may have taken off. For the time being, maybe we try to get that. I want one of the female Baltimore Orioles to show herself, because I spotted one but didn't get it on cam earlier. Okay, something small over here. Maybe I'll chance going down through the poison ivy to show you what it looks like. That, my friends, is the bad stuff. Leaves of 3, mitten-shaped leaves, no good. There's a little bit of a path for me to go down without it. With some of these little guys, I may actually have a better chance of catching them on the opposite bank. There's our common grackle friend again, one of the many. Okay, I'm hearing the warbler. I keep accidentally saying warbler when I'm trying to say warbling vireo, because they're not the same family. But they're called warbling vireos because they have a warblerish song that kind of warbles. So now, that's where I'm hearing the warbling vireos, over here. Something warbling vireo-esque did just fly over the creek. Or the canal, more accurately. Let's get our Oriole friend again. Even chance handheld super zoom for a second. Give them a bite to eat. So I just heard warbling vireo for sure back over on this side, so I'm pretty sure I actually saw what tree it went to. I will try to be steady. Okay, I am gonna switch. Because I hate doing that to you, moving around with the telephoto lens as the main camera. Avoiding poison ivy, avoiding poison ivy. So I saw something yeah, I could probably, if I had waist high waders, I might be able to get through parts of this. We could make a channel goal for me to get some hip waders. Oh, California birds, good morning, and thank you so much for subscribing again. Getting subscribers at all is a trip, and then like repeat subscribers? What? So thank you, Green Heron, for doing that shout out. If you don't know California burbs, I know you made it. If you don't know California burbs, he has burbs in California. and you get to see a lot of different stuff that you don't see here. Got a cool multi-camera setup in his backyard patio area. Really, really cool stuff. Baby quails now over there, baby California quails, and they're adorable. Still waiting on my Bell's sparrow to show up over there. I'm waiting for the vocalization to keep going again here, because I'm right under the tree. This tree behind me is where I thought I saw the warbling vireo fly to across the canal. Might as well peek under the bridge while I'm over here. We'll probably hear more house sparrows because the house sparrows like it over here. Just barely unplugged my camera too, so my audio probably cut out there for a second. Sorry, I lost audio for a second. My, like I said, more danger of unplugging my camera accidentally here, moving around like this. But can get a close up. Weeks ago, we looked at cliff swallow nests. These are unused cliff swallow nests. At one point they had a colony here. They are not active. The house sparrows use them. So you see the one with the kind of grass and stuff sticking out of it. That's probably being used by a house sparrow. One of our heron buddies is over here now outside. Sorry, handheld stuff. My lens and camera have stabilization both, but they because I have an older version of the zoom lens. Okay, I'm gonna go back up higher. Still listening for the warbling vireo. Also have another birder here that I might talk to for a second, so. Still trying to listen for that warbling vireo. I'm gonna mute for a sec. Just turn the mic back on then. Wanted to verify that he was cool with it. Yeah. So yeah, the warbling vireo has been kind of hopping back and forth on both sides. So it's been, we watched some herons hunting. The orioles are all over the place.
Orioles in the Carolina right?
Yep.
This morning.
But yeah,
So you're able to get on the warbling video quickly.
no. There it is. It's back over here. With it so green now, it's harder to spot them. Yeah, and it's like not gonna get, like I said, not gonna get like back to 70 until Thursday or something. Okay, this might be my shot.
Did you check out the cormorants yet?
Looking for
that.
the rogue neotropical, yeah. If they're side by side, it makes it a lot easier.
It looks a little smaller, but it's just a little too tall.
Are they way out by where the pelicans are?
Yeah, they're out right by the top.
Okay, we have one of the wrens. Yeah, one of the. See if I can get this Carolina wren. Okay, that warbling vireo is right on top of me.
here.
Yeah, it's just a matter of actually seeing it. Did it move? Is it still in the tree though? Do you have an eye on it?
It's moving a lot.
Yeah, that's.
Miss it. Now that the leaves are blowing so much. Finding
I'm gonna back up a little. Oh. Yeah. Success. Go back for it. It's in a better spot now. Oh yeah, see you JBC. Happy birdwalk. Ooh. Male oriole is like eye level. Trying to see if I can get a close-up of this guy. All right, gonna try to get a great crested too. There's a great crested right here too. Hear it? It was actually in a pretty good spot, but I couldn't switch fast enough.
The one we were looking at just went across the river, and now there's a different one singing.
Oh,
there he is.
See if I can get a line on it. That branch I just got in focus is where the great crested was. That was 2 seconds away from having that great crested framed up nice. You could actually see it blurry when I was out of focus. Was it a western or was that the? I think that may have been the great crested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at it from just the bottom and saw
all the yellow. Yeah. Yeah, that was the same one that was vocalizing and popped over there. Well, and this is one of the only parts of the country where western and those overlap.
Yeah.
Because that threw me off a lot. I think the first great crested I saw, I for sure mistook for a western.
Yeah, especially if you're not seeing the head.
Yeah. Oriole. Yeah, it's good to finally run. I knew we were going to eventually run into each other.
Yeah.
There's something small, maybe one of the... So, yeah, it's one of the warbling vireos that's in the same little willowy tree just up and to the left of the oriole.
Yeah. What it about?
Cowbird over there too. Have you been getting out and about with Joseph?
Yeah,
Any?
we were out last weekend.
I keep meaning to hit him up because it's like I always want to do more herp stuff.
Yeah.
And he's way better at that than I am.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, we went out herping / birding last weekend and mostly birding.
Yeah.
Weren't a ton of herps. 2 big old bull snakes. The cave brown snake.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a ribbon snake. That one disappeared before we could ID it. Ornate box turtle.
Mm-hmm. I got some 3 toads.
I saw your picture.
Copulating.
Yeah.
That was on stream when I got that too.
Yes.
And today we had okay, so what's the most common water snake here? Do you know? Is it the
So it's
white-bellied or
Yeah, it's either the plain-bellied or the diamond-bellied.
plain-bellied? Okay, so I think this was a plain-bellied. Maybe I'll have to kind of look back at it, but it was going, and it got kind of lucky because it kind of skirted right where a heron was hunting.
Oh wow. Yeah, well, actually, we did have we had both species of Nerodia, the water snake. A 6-foot plus dead on the road rat snake. It was enormous.
Yeah. Looks like one of the herons is still over there. There were 2 of them. One of them was chasing the other down the canal earlier, making a racket.
Peeps, but I assume are at least sandpipers, but I didn't get on them.
Yeah, the only one I've seen flew in here a little bit was a spotted.
No, this is definitely not spotted. Yeah, there was one here, and then I saw another. It was another one kind of like right around the corner.
Cool.
And then they went over towards the rookery.
Yeah, I need to head over that way because I haven't really looked at a couple pelicans.
A couple of purple martins overhead.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I might kind of wander that way.
Yes. I'm gonna do this for a little bit, and I'll meet you over there in a bit.
Sweet, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the tripod, go look at who wants to see pelicans. Kind of far away, so I'll definitely need the tripod for the super zoom. There's also a chance, I feel like when I tested my camera battery, I put one in first and it acted like it was dead. I put it on the charger last night. So there's a chance that this could be a 1 camera battery stream, which may be coming up on dying. So I want to get a little bit more variety in here just in case I can't go with a second battery. But yeah, toads, we have some fun toads here. Plains toad. Hey, get to know nature. Yeah, let's get some pelicans and cormorants. They're really far away, but we could try to see if we've got a neotropical vagrant here. That's been reported this time of year lately. Oh, but the wind coming off the lake, it's chillier. And now I'm spoiled from all this hot weather where, you know, 56 and windy feels cold now. Oh, well, we didn't get any toads. I don't know what that honk was about. My buddy, online buddy that I just met now, Jake, was out herping with Joseph, which if you want to look up, he's got a website and stuff. Joseph Saunders, really good photographer. Oh, just spooked a spotted sandpiper again. Joseph Saunders is a really good photographer that moved to Oklahoma a while back. Does bird stuff. His main deal is awesome macro. Does insects and herps largely, but has gotten into birding over the past couple years. Oh yeah, I do not like this wind. You can hear the waves, I'm sure. Oh, 3 toads. Yeah, I actually haven't seen any toads this year. I'm gonna move a little bit, don't want that car in. Yes, 3 toad. We saw on Thursday. Then we get planes. So we've got cormorants and pelicans. Actually, kind of late in the year, pelicans to still be here. Hopefully, these are not off in the case, which is like I got measured, stick around longer. They're pretty far off. And I don't need good luck with seeing we've got probably really good look at a neotropical mixed in with the cormorants. Got 2 there. It actually, I mean, I want to say that there's a chance that back and the front cormorant species. See how the one back is away. So that could be why it looks smaller. Oh no, I'm disconnected from chat, so sorry if I missed anything. Don't know if Dudlick's still here, but he did a cool cormorant painting a while back that I was a big fan of. Double crested. Yeah, that one looks really, that's a lot of light color on that one. Then the Okay, brief disconnect. For some reason, my my Wi-Fi got lost from my hotspot. Hopefully we're going now though. Try to get a little windbreak, troubleshoot that if it's still being a problem. Okay, are we back? Bad technical things, but yay! I'm gonna try to get a little bit more. Camera's about to die. We'll try to get up and going. I'm guessing we're still seeing. Yeah, it's not as nice right on the edge of the water with this wind. Oh no.
Yeah, there's one
I'm trying to
Coming around
troubleshoot.
the corner, I can see it. Its head was sticking lost into waves.
About that, the stream thing. I've been using this T-Mobile drive modem. It'll give you just like a free modem and 30 gigs. I think I may have just hit my 30 gigs because it went down, and now my phone's on 5G and the stream's not working. Yeah. And it just says in the 5G a lot of the times.
Oh, is it working? It's working. Oh, is it working? Yeah, I'm back in the car. Yeah, I don't know what was been going on with the network there. You know, it LSD'd, then quite the thing. But you know, par for the course. I went ahead and got back in the car because I was like, the wind noise is going to be going, and it started to drizzle a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to try to initiate a raid. Thank you guys so much for joining.